Hello there, Sagittarius. Thank you for stopping by for your tarot video forecast for the week of November 10th through November 16th. The deck that I'm using today is my Keys to the Universe deck, also known as Law of Attraction Tarot. So let's just get started. Sagittarius, day 1, Monday. What you have, Seven of Swords coming up in reverse. Okay. So Seven of Swords coming up in reverse just tells me that you've been going through a situation where you felt really sad. This is generally the loss of a job, the loss of a relationship, so the loss of something that made an impact in your life, maybe even the loss of a person you could have been grieving. And you're finally coming to the point where you can smile a little bit and you can move on. You're starting to see light at the end of the tunnel, just barely. First little glimmers showing up right now, but they are showing up Monday, so that's a good card. That's a sign of things improving. Tuesday, what we have coming up is the Five of Wands, and I can tell that your energy is coming up a little bit because Tuesday, Five of Wands, is coming up reversed. And so what that means is that you are just beginning a new project. There's a new project that you're just starting to do some planning on, or maybe you're starting to take the first steps on, but you have enough energy that you're starting to do a new project on Tuesday. Now Wednesday, we have the Ace of Wands coming up for you, also reversed. Ace of Wands reversed is still a nice card. This is a card that shows that you are going to be passing along some creative ideas, maybe even some problem-solving ideas to other people in your life. And I feel like for most of you, these are going to be problem-solving ideas that you pass along. Now, here's the caution that's coming out with these types of cards this week that Spirit just keeps giving to me over and over. Please realize, as you pass along ideas to other people, once you have done that, you have done your job. It's their job to take the ideas and do something with them or not do something with them. You're not responsible for what they do with your ideas. You're only responsible for passing along your ideas. So once you've done that, you've done your job, then it's time to step back and release and let them handle the situation in whatever way they choose. Okay? So next card that comes up is Thursday. Thursday we have the Three of Cups coming up in reverse. Now this card really talks about a third party stepping into some kind of relationship situation and causing interference. For some of you, this is going to be a busybody stepping into a romantic relationship situation. For some of you, you may be finding out that the person you thought was faithful to you is not as faithful as you thought. For others of you, this is going to be more of a friendship thing where you just have somebody come into your clique or into your group that you don't really rub shoulders with them so well. They kind of get on your nerves a little bit. So there's a lot of different ways that this can manifest. The bottom line here is you have a third party person coming in and kind of making a relationship a little bit messier than what it used to be. It used to be a pretty good relationship, you thought. But now it's just kind of making a little bit of mess in the relationship. And it's going to take some adjustment to this third party. There's going to have to be some adjustment and some tweaking of how you interact with other people that comes out of this type of situation. So that's Thursday, and for a lot of you this is going to happen at work. Okay, so Friday, Nine of Swords. You guys are just having a rough week here. Nine of Swords. In this deck talks about feeling humiliated. Something happens that makes you feel humiliated or embarrassed. And for some of you, I feel like this is going to be happening. I'm thinking for most of you it's actually going to be happening in some kind of family setting. For some of you, it's going to be happening in a work setting. But most of you, I'm feeling like it's coming up in some kind of family setting. So if you have somebody that is typically just, I guess I'm just going to say it, just butthole in your family, I guess you can expect them to be their normal, typical selves on Friday. All right, so Saturday, Six of Swords coming up. Now this is telling me that Saturday you have another trying day. This is a day when you're going to be really kind of walking on eggshells. There's going to be somebody around you who's going to be oversensitive and kind of quick to react and to be triggered, and it's going to be somebody that reacts to things that are kind of unpredictable. And so on Saturday you're going to be walking on eggshells. A good prime example of this is somebody who's drinking or somebody who's trying to quit drinking. They get really oversensitive and they have paranoia set in. Some of those people, sometimes you have to kind of walk on eggshells around them. There's a lot of other examples too. But anyway, bottom line is Saturday, kind of walking on eggshells, trying not to offend or step on anybody's toes. Sunday, 5 of Cups in reverse for you, Sagittarius. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Here's the deal. Sunday, you are not following your own happiness. You're not doing what makes you happy. You're trying to make somebody else happy in most cases, but it's not letting you feel refreshed or renewed or invigorated. In fact, it's totally draining you. So Sunday, if you start to see this situation come in, the beautiful thing about forecasts like this is that if you see this situation come in, you do have free will and you have the opportunity to change what happens here. So if you see yourself start to choose something that doesn't make you happy, guess what? You have free will. If you catch that in time, then you can turn that around, choose something else that will make you happy. Then you can have a much better Sunday, much more refreshing, much more happiness making, and then you're that much more ready for Monday next week. Okay, so Sagittarius, that is your week. I do have something exciting to announce this week. I'm doing a little bit of a contest. This deck that I just used for the forecast is one that I am giving away. The reason I'm giving it away is because I've had it for 2 or 3 months and I haven't connected with it as well as I like to connect with my decks. So that means that somebody out there will connect with this deck really, really well, but it's not me. The deck came to me to be distributed to somebody else. So if you would be interested in having this deck, I do have a contest so that I can figure out who this deck really needs to go to. And so if you want this deck, what you need to do is call me or text me. And you can find my phone number on my website. My website's www.amista.info, I-N-F-O. Once you've got my phone number, then call or text me sometime between November 5th and November 16th. Okay, so after the 16th, what's going to happen is I'm going to have somebody going through these names, somebody, a random friend of mine, who has no interactions with any of you guys. He will be or she will be completely objective and pick a name at random. Okay, so that's how it's going to be won. So when you call me or text me, I'm going to need some information from you. First of all, I want to hear or I want to see that you've typed the words, I want that deck. Secondly, I need your name. I need the best way to contact you, the best phone number to contact you at. If you're calling from outside the United States, I need to know what country you're calling from so I know what country code to look up so that I can reach you if you do win. And so once my friend has chosen a name at random, then I'll contact that person for mailing instructions. So there is a backup plan. If there's somebody that I can't reach for 3 days, then what will happen is the deck will be passed along to the next person that's picked at random by a friend of mine. So we have a backup plan to make sure that this deck gets a nice, wonderful new home this week. And then in a couple of weeks, I'll be announcing who won the deck on these videos. So that is my Law of Attraction Tarot giveaway. For those of you who would like that deck, please feel free to participate. Yay! And so here's what else you need to know. Those of you who would like to schedule a private session with me, feel free to check out my website, www.amista.info. It's in the description down below. And once you've looked that over, if you decide that I am still the best reader for you, then what you do is you just contact me and we schedule your appointment from that point. Okay? For the rest of you, I will see you next week. Everybody have a fabulous week. Peace out.